Well, welcome to part two of our new series, Stories of Faith and Encouragement. Tonight I want to tell you the story of Amanda Riggan. She's a young lady who lives in South Carolina and she's a driver for Federal Express. Back in January of 2019, she was delivering two packages to a home. And when she got there, the lady was already out front checking her mailbox. She carried the packages to the door for the woman and they began to talk, and just in passing, Amanda asked her how her holidays had been. Well, the woman's response was not what she expected. She was vulnerable, and she said that actually her holidays were very difficult. See, her husband was very sick, and he had cancer. Well, Amanda was not prepared for this, and it caught her off guard, and it was uncomfortable, and so she did what probably a lot of us would do in that situation. She quickly changed the subject, and then she went back to her route delivering packages. But she felt like God was nagging at her to go back. She made about 20 more deliveries, and finally she decided to turn the truck around and go back to that woman's house. And if you know anything about Federal Express, you know that time is very important and that this would make her late for other deliveries. And yet she chose to put her faith before her schedule and before her job. And so she went back to the woman's home and she knocked on the door. The woman came out and tears were already in her eyes. Amanda asked her if she could pray for her, and the woman just broke down and hugged her. And they spent just a really great time there praying for one another. Prayer can have a huge impact. Taking the time to pray can have a huge impact. Taking the time just to encourage somebody can make a big difference in someone's life because it's so unexpected, and God uses that. Remember the story of the Good Samaritan, how the two people that thought they were very religious just passed by the guy who had been beaten up and robbed, and yet the Samaritan stopped, and he took time out of his schedule, and he even sacrificed some of his own money to make sure that man was okay. What we're talking about right now is even easier. How hard is it just to look around and see the opportunities in front of us to pray for someone or to encourage somebody? And so I encourage you to look and to see how God sees, to see what God wants you to see. Who can you pray for? Who can you encourage? It's very rare that someone will ever turn down the opportunity for someone to pray with them, and yet from our side it feels so uncomfortable to ask. So have courage. Get past that. They will probably say yes, and you will probably be a huge blessing to them. God can work wonders in their lives through you. So who will you encourage this week? What names are coming to your mind right now? Or who will you just notice as you go throughout your day? We'll see you next week.